Welcome, everybody. Welcome who's here and who's landed and who's ready to go. I shall start with who we've got here. Here we go. Can you all hear me okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome to a unique week of workshopping. So we're going to take you through your unique success DNA code today with all of the yeah, they can hear me. They're sending me a message, they can't hear me. With the 4 archetypes that we're going to be doing today. So let's get into it. We've got a lot to do. So here we go. So it's time for an intentional shift into your zone of genius, into a space where you get to play to your strengths. Isn't it going? Here we go. Just let me check. Hang on a sec, guys. I've just got to find out why that's not playing. Okay, here we go. So today we're going to take you through a shift in your energy to a new paradigm where your work potentially becomes your bliss. As you can see, we got a lot of energy here today. So you were going to free yourself from false competition and own the archetype that speaks to your core and quickly become the magnet that attracts clients who connect and recognize your brilliance. So firstly, let's get clear. This workshop is for people who are willing to be 100% responsible and accountable for what shows up in their life. So you may gain insights and ideas from this session, which I believe are going to offer tremendous value. But at the end of the day, you are the creator of your own destiny. So the session outline for today is what makes you unique, an intro and about the archetypes, understanding the 4 archetypes we're going through today, the ruler, the nurturer, the sage, and the alchemist, aligning to your greatest strengths. I'm going to do a little energy clearing on that, your next level opportunity, and at the end we'll have Q&A. Now, one thing I want to say is I've written a lot of words on these slides, and it's not because I didn't want to create an amazing, presentation with you. You have just one word, one picture, and I'm talking the background. It's because you may want to take a photo of the slides as they come up if they're a particular archetype for you, because at the end we're going to look back and we're going to own one of the strengths. So, feel free to take a snap of this slide deck as we go. So I'm Jen Cudmore, and some of you already know me. I'm an entrepreneur alignment coach, and I specialize in helping entrepreneurs and high impact leaders who need to be on their best game at all times. I'm a certified money, marketing, and soul coach, and I have 10 years experience and thousands of hours as a kinesiologist, navigating the inside game, clearing limiting beliefs and subconscious blocks to your success. So let's get started. What makes you unique? So what's all this fuss about archetypes? I mean, a lot of people getting into archetypes. I know Tony Robbins has jumped on them at the moment. What is the fuss about archetypes and how can they help you? So your archetypes illuminate the core of who you are. They motivate you. They allow you a space to thrive. And today we're going to discover yours and shift you into them. And this will allow your instincts to fuel your energetic power, which is actually your zone of genius. So humans mostly communicate through instincts, and archetypes are the original language. And these patterns of behavior were recognized as far back as Plato and Jung, and they still remain relevant today. So what is the archetype code, and why do I love this so much? Your top 2 archetypes make up your unique success DNA, and the mash of these 2 aspects of your innate gifts and talents creates the spearhead to your success. And why we have 2 is because if you just had one, you'd be pretty boring. People would think that they'd worked you out and they'd kind of move on to the next shiny object. So having the second archetype sort of gives you a lovely kind of blend and a lovely kind of mix of talents that helps you be uniquely you. Now, you know, obviously you've got a lot of other, you know, personal data. You've got generational stuff. You've got your childhood. You've got, you know, experiences that you've had that have made you who you are today. But when we're looking at your brand for business, we just want to, because, you know, and you'll find that some of you had a lot of really high marks in your scores, and I often have people with high marks in lots of the archetypes, especially when they're high achievers. Now, what that means is, you know, you'll still have all those beautiful qualities for all your clients when you're working with them. You're not going to be, you know, deleting them and erasing them. They'll still be there. But what we're going to do is we're going to get you to lean into the top two, because it's simpler for people to recognize you intuitively and instinctively as the person who can really take them to the next level or give them the results that they want. So this is why we're going for two. So if you have more than one or two in second place, you need to do a tiebreaker. So, you know, the tiebreaker question is, which one will empower you the most to stretch and grow into your brilliance? Now, if you're lucky, you've got, you know, all your archetypes today and you can watch them all in one sitting. You might have to come back for tomorrow's workshop or the day after to sort of get a real understanding of which of the two archetypes that you're going to lean into. Now, this is really, really important. This is where a lot of people go wrong in business. They're presenting too many things to clients, and clients can't really pick you up and go for you with a complete hell yes. So we need to know what your two are, and we need to stick with them and go for it. So, as I said, we're going to have this tiebreaker question that you need to know what are your top two. So here are the 12. We're going to go through these 12 in the next 3 days. And this is the schedule. So you might want to take a quick photo of that schedule now. It makes it easy to see in one place. This is the workshop schedule. So if you might have 3 or 4 that you're trying to work out, it really pays to get a feeling of all those archetypes, because, you know, they're so amazing to hear them today. We go, okay, that's my one, I'm going with that one. But actually there might be one that feels even better tomorrow, or the next day. So let's keep going. So what makes you unique? You are a complex individual, and leaning into your archetype will give you a simple code to help you make sense of your talents and to send clear messages to your ideal clients. So understanding the archetypes. So let's start with a ruler. I wonder if anyone, how many of you are rulers here? Put up your hand if you're a ruler. It'd be good to see who's a ruler here today. Some of you, of course, are watching it later on. So your unique code is to create order, peace, and prosperity. So your mission is to create structure so others prosper. You have a natural ability to organize systems that make your clients feel appreciated, valued, and important. You empower leadership, prosperity, and success in others, and you help them feel a sense of mastery. So, you know, if you're a ruler, you might want to take a photo of that. And I've kept every word on the slide because, you know, when we're doing kinesiology and we're going through this, you know, later on in in another program, each one of these words will have a special vibration for you, will really jump out for you. So take a photo. Some of these things you might glaze over now, but they will be the gold that you'll need to lean into later. For instance, you might need to remember very clearly that you have a natural ability to organize systems. And, you know, this is why I want you to take a photo so you can remember, hang on, this is the piece that I need right now to increase my income or to get through this period of time with a particular client that I'm struggling with, and how to bring results for that client. So each one of these slides has got a lot of deep layers to it. So take a photo of it. So what clients love about a ruler? You help them feel secure, get organized, and feel that what they need has already been thought out for them by you. So you show them that things can get under control, and you give them a sense of mastery. You appeal to their desire to feel significant and important, and you're a leader they can admire and trust and be inspired by. They appreciate your natural ability to organize systems that make them feel appreciated, valued, and important. So you find a lot of really big business people are rulers. That doesn't mean to say if you've got a small business or you're a solopreneur, you can't really bring that ruler energy in all aspects to your business. So the strengths of a ruler, so each one of these strengths has got its own code, its own spiritual essence, and its own deep meaning. So we'll go through them. There's taking charge, inspiring confidence, being responsible, generosity, demonstrating integrity, creating order out of chaos, creating ideal morals and standards. And that's a really interesting one, that one. It's like creating a culture, can actually mean creating culture in a business. Empowering others. So just take a photo of that if you're a ruler and just feel into it, because we're going to come back later on today in this session and clear what is stopping you from really feeling like you do, inspire confidence, for instance. What's happened in your life that stops you really stepping into that strength? So take a note of those. So now we're going to move on to the nurturer. Give me some hands up if you're a nurturer and you're online at the moment. So your unique code is to care for, nourish, and protect. So your compassion and generosity and caring envelopes us in a feeling that we are home. You create an environment where people feel their needs are important. You have a deep desire to take care of people and things in their world, and your influence can be felt throughout society. So a beautiful archetype, the nurturer. So what clients love about a nurturer, you make your clients feel taken care of, protected, and comforted. You give them the safety they require, both physical and emotional, and you help them feel valued, appreciated, and accepted as they are. You are a safe haven, making sure your clients feel your caring, compassion, and generosity in every aspect of your business. You give your clients a feeling that their needs and feelings are important, making them the center of your world. So wonderful archetype. Everyone loves the nurturer. The world goes round thanks to the nurturer. Actually, I love the nurturer. So the nurturer's strengths. Moved by compassion. Again, these are very important, very layered core essence strengths that take you to your core, take you back to source in a way. So moved by compassion, helping others, being positive, highly intuitive, protecting others, extreme generosity, believing in second chances, and sensitive to others' needs. So take a photo of that if you're a nurturer. So the next archetype we'll move on to is the sage. So your unique code is to discover the truth and share wisdom. So you're driven to search for information, wisdom, and insight, and share this with the rest of the world. You integrate information to uplift us and advance our lives. Your gift is to uncover true wisdom from the merely factual, and you value experience, advice, and leaving a legacy. Very smart, very wise, the sage. So what do clients love about the sage? You appeal to those who desire information they can trust and believe. You satisfy their craving for receiving information, then sort of allowing them to make up their own mind. You help them feel validated and their opinions are respected. They value your empathy and the fact that you've been in their shoes and learnt the steps from struggle to success. You appreciate you're an expert and you'll always give plenty of proof that your information can be trusted, and you show the pros and cons of working with you. In fact, you show the pros and cons of most things. So people get a good sense of where information sits, in a place in reality or in a place in business. What's the information here and what can we distill from this? You're the person who can really bring that. So they value knowledge-based tools and you create like books. Great if you can write a book if you're a sage, or a course, or at least create a system in your business to show your expertise. You can turn everything into a really information-rich system. So who's a sage here? Put up your hand. I'd love to know who we've got a sage live with us at the moment. So the sage strengths, it's original thinking, seeking information. Remember, these are really layered, deep, core things within you. Discovering the truth, enlightening others, being objective, encouraging independent thinking. So they're often not saving people. They're getting people to kind of step up and make up their own minds, but they'll give them everything they need to think clearly about something. Sharing wisdom and solving a mystery. So that's the sage. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful asset, a sage. Great to have a sage in your business, and great if you're a sage. You need to be always looking for content and creating content or ideas and information from what you learn. It's very valuable. The rest of us are waiting for you to do that. So, you know, do what you've come here to do and really step into that place of leadership. So next we have the Alchemist. So the Alchemist code is to make dreams come true. So I love the Alchemist. You're a visionary, catalyst, innovator, and charismatic leader. You're often a mediator in business. You're a shaman, healer, medicine man or woman. So put up your hand and if you're here right now and you're an alchemist. Wonderful. Love the alchemist. So when an alchemist walks in the room, everyone just feels a little bit like, oh, something good's going to happen. So you've got a bit of a buzz about you. So you inspire people to commit to a higher vision of what they can be or do, and you make change feel magical. You help us transform our situation and what we dream it can be by giving a clear vision or helping others see a new possibility. So highly inspirational, the alchemist. So what clients love about an alchemist? You appeal to those who desire something in their lives to be magically transformed. You help clients who crave change in areas important to them, and you make it easy for them to reach their goal. And you make change feel magical, and anything you do feels new or amazing. And you attract clients who are interested in things mystical or ancient in origin. So don't be afraid to be a little bit, to sort of present a little bit of those aspects. So they will look to you to help them realize their dream, give them a clear vision, or help them see a new possibility. So you take a specific desire and present it in a way that feels transformational. So again, these are very special, and we're going to come back to these, and we're going to clear these in the next part of the training. So take a photo if you're an alchemist. So the alchemist strengths are highly innovative, creating change, producing ideas, highly intuitive, inventing new solutions, transforming situations, inspiring possibility, and accessing inner power. And also the other thing they do is they access unseen powers. So they can really connect to source or universal energy, and they can create things very, very, very easily. They're usually quite good manifestors, the alchemists. So wonderful, wonderful archetype. So breaking the tie. Anyone here, put your hand up if you've already got a tie, if you've already need to break a tie. Okay, great. That's awesome that you've all got to break a tie in the first one. This is so cool. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think back to the archetypes that you have in tie, one of those two that you've got here today. Which one did light up for you the most? Which one lit you up the most? And just close your eyes and just feel which one feels like it's going to take you to the next level. And one might feel a little bit scary, but it feels a little bit exciting. And we know that, when you're moving to a new paradigm and to the next paradigm of success, often there's a little bit of fear, a little bit of trepidation, because paradigms are comfort zones. They keep us safe. It all sounds very woo-woo, but really a paradigm is a comfort zone. So, we want to feel beyond the comfort zone into this sort of little blue sky. I call it blue ocean. Oh, that feels a little bit exciting. I feel like I'd love to step into that. Don't know how I'll do it, but I feel like I'd love to step into it. So, let's check in the Q&A on some of those, and see what we got. Okay, so let's see. hopefully you've got a bit of a feeling. It's all right. You've got a bit of time to work it out, but if you've got a feeling, just go with that. Okay, let's go. See if I can move this thing again. There we go. So that's all the archetypes that we went through. We're going to go through again. And once again, here's the workshop schedule. So just have another look at what you need to, if you've got a tiebreaker was another one, what you need to look at there. Okay, so we've just been through 4 archetypes, the ruler, the nurturer, the sage, and the alchemist. And understanding your archetypes helps you know exactly what your top gifts are and what your clients are actually looking for from you. And it makes it really easy to market to them, serve them, because you're giving them what they want, and you're really being in that person that they're really absolutely going to appreciate. And it helps you deliver for them the results that they are looking for, all with grace and ease. So this is why we use the archetypes. So next, we're going to do a bit of a clearing on that, as promised. We're going to clear a little block to really stepping into that archetype. So we're going to align you to your greatest strengths by clearing the blocks to your success, particularly with that, owning the strength of that archetype. So let's get into that. So I want you to pick the most attractive strength from your archetype. So go to your little snapshot that you might have taken. And I want you to think about, pick one, just go with your gut. And sometimes it's one that you sort of think, oh, we clear these when we're in the course and we're doing stuff later on, but really get into clearing archetypes. What we'll do is we actually find your least developed strength, and we clear that and make sure that you're completely in alignment with it so you can move forward completely in this archetype. But today, in this sort of period of time that we've got today, I just want you to pick one, even if it's one that you'd love to have or you'd love to own a little bit more, one that is the most attractive. So just go through your little, it should be on your phones now, finding that strength. And I want you to just close your eyes and think about, if you need to write something down to kind of land something, I want you to jot down, what does this strength mean for me? And what is important about this strength? So you can just, if you work more on pictures or feeling, you can just close your eyes. If you're more sort of cerebral or you need to write it down, just write that down. Just take a moment. Okay, so we're going to clear that blocked. So as you were thinking about that, you probably activated some neural pathways, some old stories, because we often sort of run our future on our past. It's just how we're wired. This is why kinesiology can be so fantastic. We can get in and clear some of those neural pathways and clear some of the wiring. So what we're going to do is clear the blocks to owning your greatest strengths with this. I call it the energy alignment method. You can, if you need to sort of go through a little bit more, you can jump on my website and look for the energy alignment method. There's a video there that you can follow and some lists of emotions that you can have a look at and clear some of the emotions that might get stuck in your body. But what we're going to do is we're going to clear any feelings of unworthiness or not good enough or stress or any little stories that you might be running about the strength. And we're going to set up new neural pathways for success. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your hand on your forehead. So we have a couple of points here in kinesiology there, emotional stress release points. And there's a lot of sort of hardware here. This is the frontal lobe. And what we're doing is we're actually, when we put our hand here, I'll just move my glasses up. When we put our hand here, we're actually teaching our logical brain, if you like, our rational brain, to process those feelings. Because when you bring consciousness to the unconscious, you can create a new future. So, we're all getting around a little bit unconscious about some of these feelings we've got about ourselves. We're going to bring consciousness to it and we're going to clear it from the nervous system. So I want you to put your hand on your forehead and just get a sense of this strength that you feel, just that one that you picked. And what I want you to do is I want you to tap straight down the midline. I'll just stand up so you can see. You're going to tap straight down, sort of almost like a zip. And there's a whole lot of software in there that we're shifting, a whole lot of neural pathways and a whole lot of software. So I want you to tap and I want you to think about anything that comes up as a stress for you. You might get a picture of a time where you weren't able to really move into that trait, that strength, or you felt like you weren't good enough, you weren't really that good to be like that. You've seen other people be like that, perhaps you can't. So I just want you to breathe in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out and fast breaths. Okay, so now we're going to put in some positive thinking. So I want you to imagine everything that you felt that was just so juicy about that archetype, all the amazing qualities with the clients, all the things you were going to bring them, all those incredible strengths, like there was stacks and stacks of strengths. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to get a sense of yourself in the future fully being that person in business, fully owning that power, creating momentum, and bringing in the income that those results could bring. So just really get a sense of that. And maybe just even while we're here, let's just think about income. Let's just think about an income, an ideal income, by owning those strengths. So I want you to tap down and breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out and in and out. That's good. Okay, so hopefully you might have seen something. If you need to tap some more, go to my website and do some more tapping on that if things come up for you on that. But basically, we've just changed some of your neurology around that strength. So aligning to your greatest strengths, clearing the blocks held in your nervous system and subconscious can help you set up new neural pathways for success. So creating a future not based on hurts from the past. This is the whole thing. This is about clearing, moving forward, not having anything stopping you in the way of really shifting into an amazing new paradigm. So now I'm going to talk about the next level opportunity. So once you know your branding archetypes, the next step is money. What are your money archetypes, and are they working for you or against you right now? Your unique success DNA, I call it that, gives you the simple codes to a business that can set you free and let you make a contribution to the world and hit your income goals. So does this sound like you? Are you passionate about helping others but face an overwhelming to-do list every day? Or you just can't seem to get momentum? I know there's so many gorgeous, gorgeous people out there who've got incredible gifts to bring, who just can't get momentum, who get bogged down trying to build this business that isn't really happening. They build themselves a job, actually. So are you full of creative ideas but missing a clear plan to generate consistent business income right now? Are your marketing efforts a bit hit or miss, or you're not consistently attracting the right clients who are willing to pay for the results you help create? Or are you feeling the stress of an up and down income cycle but aren't too sure how to get out of this cycle, or keep getting slammed with fears every time you do have that, that little income up and down where you slip into the sort of a scarcity paradigm? But mostly, is this you, that you actually want to be uniquely you? I know that, I'm actually a gesture artist, so I absolutely want to be uniquely me. And if you enjoy challenge yourself, feel like you're a leader in your space, are committed and decisive to make your success happen, but you're at the risk of being another cookie cutout, creating just more noise in the marketplace, and believe me, we don't need more of those, then this could be something for you. Being in full resonance with your unique blueprint for success is the way forward. It'll help you stand out from the crowd, but most importantly, you'll feel amazing. You'll love being your best. So the Unique Success DNA course, it starts next week. And if you're in the States, I think it starts on the Monday night. We're starting Tuesday morning here in Australia. This is for you if you genuinely have something to value for your clients, something of value to offer your clients. So not if you're making something up or you're not really delivering a really value service or anything. We really it's not going to work. You need to have integrity with what you're going to bring to your business and who you are. So This is only for you if you genuinely have something of value to offer your clients and you're sure of the results that you bring. So ask yourself, what is the most amazing outcome I can provide for people? So the Unique Success DNA course is a step-by-step plan that gives you practical nuts and bolts strategies and action steps, as well as transformational inner work that is essential for you as an advancing entrepreneur. It gives you a solution to challenges such as how much to charge for the results that you bring. That's a really hard one, especially if you're working in a little comfort zone or you're being affected by other people's opinions of you. So we need to blast you into a sort of a new paradigm with that. How to attract more clients, bring your brilliance, and create processes if you've got a business, or packages that sell, and more. It helps you know what to focus on and what to let go of. Sometimes we just need to let go of where you've been going and just sort of start with something fresh to profitably grow your business and, most importantly, enjoy your life. So the Unique Success DNA course is unlike any course you may have taken before. This process is not only informational, it's transformational. You will free yourself of energetic barriers, subconscious mind chatter, and awaken your power and inner strategy system through an intensive process of discovery supported by business kinesiology. And I know if any of you have worked with me before, I'm quite tenacious about all the details and what we need to clear, and getting in there and really getting into the detail and clearing the detail. So the Unique Success course is done with you and done for you. Together we'll tap into your gifts, strengths, and inner alignment as you experience instant and exponential shifts during and in between each session. And on the last course I did, it's not uncommon for people who couldn't be actually present on the call actually have a quantum shift at the same time where they were, where things just changed, and we actually had the mind shift that we were working on that day in the session. So it's very powerful. Even if you're not on the recording, you still get the benefit of the session, and then you go in later and you'd go through the handouts and you go through the templates and you do the work. And we clear you. We have you like you're present, clearing you as you go. So the Unique Success DNA course is a 3-month program. And why I do a 3-month program is you really need to be held in this transformational space, because when you're changing paradigms, it can be quite fragile. And we need to create that structure and almost like that security or bubble for you as you integrate the changes. It'll be 7 online live webinars. And I know a lot of courses are doing things not live now, and that's fine. And one day that might be happening here, but I love to be on live with you. We'll actually be on live taking you through the material. And in that process, of course, we'll be including professional block clearing. Plus, there'll be one whole session. They go for nearly 2 hours, I must say, 1 hour and 45 minutes, just on Q&A. So you'll be able to come with your marketing questions, any particular blocks that you've got, and any sort of real problems and answers that you need. So we can really dive deep on that one Q&A session. We usually do that towards the end when you really know what your template is and where you're heading. We can really get true clarity to give you a real shift. So the investment is $1,400 for full payment, and we do have a payment plan. It's $500 monthly payment plan, just to make it accessible for anyone who's really wanting to go to the next level. And of course, there's a special deal. Of course, if you come onto one of these, there usually is. So that's $200 off for anyone who buys during this live workshop, because I just love having you here. So there you go, throw that out there. If anyone wants to buy during the live workshop, let us know. Plus, the first 15 people to register will get a bonus one-on-one session worth $500. Now, actually, you can't actually get a one-on-one session with me now unless it's an introductory session, because I have a lot of high-end clients where I'm working very deeply with them one-on-one. I need to make sure I've got the energy and the focus for them. They can contact me in between sessions, people in my one-on-one private coaching programs. And I, of course, run these other courses. So I don't have time for people just coming in for a one-off. Also, I find that unless you really tap into this work and you move with it, you don't really get the benefit. So I might, fix you up for a moment. It takes a lot of work for me to get you into that shift. And then you don't kind of create the momentum because you haven't really got the support. So these days I'm not actually doing one-off sessions unless you want to have an introductory to experience the work. It's totally fine. So it's rare to get this. So you'll get a one-off session, a one-on-one session, and usually we might do that once we get into the program when we got some real something really important for you to work out one-on-one with me. That'll be a full hour and a half. That session will really dig deep on that. So that's for the first 15 people that register. So that's the next level opportunity. So following your unique success codes from the inside out and clearing old stories of not being good enough will give you powerful flow and momentum and better results. And most importantly, total pleasure. It's like you're getting around this amazing creative space, completely in alignment. Everything you do, everyone you see, everything you hear, your dreams at night, all nourish this business that you're creating. It's a very, very, it's a very delicious place to live, actually. It's a really nice space to be in. So now for Q&A. So if you'd like to go into the Q&A and I shall answer some questions. So Lucy, let me have a look. You asked sage. So you're choosing the sage. Yeah, that's testing good for you. Let me have a look for a clue on that. I always like to get a clue, and with the clues we kind of find out what it could be. It gives us a bit of a clue. So I have a scan sheet for kinesiologists that has all, like, everything you'd ever think of, so we can fire off that. Okay, no one else, a word that no one else owns. It's prestige is to Mercedes. So what is about, there must be something about the sage for you where it's something, it's almost like a Mercedes. No one else is called Mercedes. So there's something very special about your sage aspect. There's something that you're bringing something pretty special, actually. So it'd be really interesting to find out, what is this information that you have, or what is this knowledge that you have? It's like Mercedes. It's like no other, and it's looked up to too. So definitely sage. The sage is feeling very important for you to lean into. I'd definitely lean into the sage. Okay, so Lyndall asks, I've been operating as a nurture alchemist, but feel I could develop as a sage. So let me just check into that. You could develop. I'm getting to actually stay with a nurturer alchemist, and let me look for a clue on that, why that could be. Don't forget, guys, you're not going to leave, you won't be leaving the sage behind. You don't leave these archetypes behind. You might be a nurturer alchemist who has a whole lot of information and juiciness behind what you do, but people need to feel that their dreams are getting made true and that they're getting completely looked after in the interim. So a little clue for you on that. Let's have a look. You've got to be quite lateral with these. I've got folk music. So you need to ask yourself, Lyndall, what does folk music mean to you? And that's your clue. That's your clue as to why perhaps you need to stay a little bit with the nurturer and the alchemist. Okay, so just whatever folk music means to you, and have a think about that and see if that makes sense. Okay, so Kath has asked, I hope that might be my lovely friend Kath, is it where did your question go? I have a tiebreaker between nurture and innocent. My choice is innocent. Is innocent good for me? Let's have a look. Nurturer or innocent? I'm getting the innocent is better for you, but let me look for a clue, because it's always good to have a bit of a clue. And when I'm testing these clues, it's testing for you to kind of make sense of them. often if we're a one-on-one, we completely go nuts on these clues and take it to a deeper level. But I want you to trust your gut and try and get a meaning for that as to why. Sedative. So the clue is sedative. So, what I know about, if it is my lovely Kath, what I know about you is, sedative is to take it slowly and to calm down. So, innocent. You'll find about the innocent. We do the innocent later on in the workshops, but they create a real peace. But actually what I want you to do is wait till you feel the energy of the innocent, and see if that changes, because it's really, as I said before, you're the captain of your own ship. So there's something nice, it's feeling something nice about the innocent, that it's nice and calm, and that's what people are looking for now. They're looking for simplicity. Okay, so Lucy, what is the most important knowledge? What is the best, most important knowledge on this planet? The human design system plus other creative methods for working with human potential. Oh, I love that you've mentioned the human design. So the human design is really cool, and you can stick, this is what I find about the archetypes. They're like the spiritual layer, above everything, or if you like, at the core of everything. So, I'm a gesture artist, but in human design, I'm actually a generator. So all my opportunities come from working, just really, really working a lot and creating opportunities. I'm not someone that can just sit there and kind of visualize and manifest and it's going to happen. Opportunities come when I do the work. So, all this stuff fits together. What I like about kinesiology and learning more and more of this as a alignment coach is bringing some of this, all these different aspects with the kinesiology and mashing them. So be interesting to know what your human design system is. But the archetypes are the layer beyond all that. They're the layer beyond all that. You can be all these archetypes and each of the human designs. Alchemist, yes. Crystal, Alchemist. Go for the Alchemist, definitely. Okay, so Ruthie Francis asked, what happens when you want to be something else too? So Ruthie, just to clarify, you mean more than having more than two, or another archetype? So this is the thing. If you look at your marks, you've probably got quite high marks in some of these other archetypes. And what we're called to do is to be ourselves. And when we go with our top two, it helps us be more in alignment with our own truth. That's not to say that you can't own the traits of, excuse me, great people, but it's best to be who you really are. So be yourself first, and then, sure, you can still be, I'm a gesture ruler, I'm a gesture artist, but I still sometimes take on the traits of a ruler if I think I need to, take charge or take leadership. They're kind of ruler traits, but I'll do it as a gesture and an artist. I'll do it with a lightness, and I'll do it creatively. So, be yourself first. That's the spearhead to your success. And you can have a look at some of the other qualities of the other archetypes, and you can surely, you can own those traits as well in particular situations. But for your marketing and the way you speak to clients, stay with your top two. Otherwise they'll feel you as a bit of a fake, and you'll feel like a bit of an imposter as well. Okay, Kay, I'll just have a quick sip. Okay, Kay. Is the alchemist channeling the inner knowing and organizing the information like the ruler? That's an interesting question. We all channelize the inner knowing. We all do that. The alchemists are pretty good at accessing unseen powers, like, God, or, different things like that. They're pretty connected to that when they're in flow. The ruler, so is the alchemist channeling the inner knowing and organizing the information like the ruler? The alchemist and the ruler are quite different. The ruler is very ordered, about leadership, about processes, and the alchemist is a little bit more energetic. They're a little bit more transformative. So they're quite different, actually. They're quite different. The alchemist doesn't necessarily organize information. They can tap into knowledge. They can tap into energy, but they're not not to say you're not going to be good at information, especially if you're in a profile, the detailed people in profiles. Of course, you're going to be good at information, but it's not necessarily their quality. They're known more for transformation. Okay, so Jen, we've got Jen. Do you think I'm more an alchemist or a ruler? Oh, let's have a look. Jen, I think you're more a ruler. I've actually thought about you too. I think you're more of a ruler. If you lead with ruling, especially in your business, completely showing people where they can make money, create systems that work. You know, Jen's actually in my ad team. She did an amazing job on this ad campaign. And if you really nail down the systems and show that to clients how they can actually transform their businesses by using your team and with your Facebook marketing and some of your strategies that you do so well, and some of the systems that you do at the back end to make that work, that's going to bring the clients. And then this leading with the second one, the alchemist, you're going to make their dreams come true. You're going to make them believe that what they're going to create is transformational. And you absolutely do that. So I would lead with the ruler and have the influencing archetype as the alchemist, because you'll attract a higher level of client to that really mean business, which I think would be really awesome for you. Okay, so Kathy asked, this is my beautiful VA, Kathy, she's on here. Okay, where did you go, Kathy? Kathy asked, how do I align with my archetype with the rebrand? I have a tie between the artist, nurture, and romantic. I resonate with the artist. You're totally an artist first. I already know that. Why don't you wait and see what the other workshops come up with, and let's ask that question after you know what the other ones are. And it's all about rebranding. That's the process that we actually take you through. In the Unique Success DNA course, we actually take you through the rebrand, but we do it from the inside out. Okay, Camille, yay! Probably from Alaska. My dear friend Camille was a rock star radio show, Camille Conte. This is so fantastic. Though I'm primarily an alchemist, I relate to the rulers, nurturers, and sage strengths. Is that common? Absolutely. This is the thing. You're a jack of all trades. We know that about you. You've got all these different qualities. And the problem for you has been, what do I show up with? What am I going to present? Because you're also very, probably a nurturer, because you pick up on everyone's energy and you want to take care of them. So then what often happens with a nurturer, they'll try and reflect someone else's archetype to show them that they love them, but they should stay in their own, and that will attract the right people. So also in my assessment, I had humanitarian, sage, artist, and ruler as the secondary. So what you do is you just have your top two. So you don't go for second place. So if you've got 4 in the top mark, you're going to choose between those 4 and pick 2. So you don't even bother with what came second. So this, I can really see the struggle for you, because you've got so many talents. You're so tuned into so many people and so many things. What are you going to lean into? You just need 2. You can only have 2. Otherwise, people can't read you. They don't know what you're about. And they'll reflect that back to you, and you'll start to get confused about who you are. It's not good for your energy. So leading into 2 actually protects your energy as well. Okay, Jomana, I hope I've pronounced your name right. So my results were tied for Alchemist and Innocent with 24 points, and I had a tie with 23 points for 7 archetypes. So would my primary and secondary just be the Alchemist and the Innocent? Yes, your primary and secondary is Alchemist and Innocent. So you needed to choose between which, it's good to know which one's the leader. It's good to know which one's the leader. So which one you've actually got to come on Thursday, I think, for the Innocent to get the sense of the Innocent. I think wait till then, and then really feel the different archetypes. Make the decision at the end of the workshopping week. I won't test that for you, because I want you to download it and feel the energy of it first. Alchemist, Innocent for you, definitely. So Ruthie, I'm an artist nurturer. With the vision I have, I would like to be a leader and sage. Is this a conflict? How do I work with this? Okay, so when you mean a leader, do you mean someone who is wise, who's holding a space for people? Is that what you mean? Because the nurturer can be that, and the artist is really, really good at we're going to do the artist tomorrow, and you'll find out about the artist tomorrow. I think it's important for you to feel the artist first before we even really go too much into this. But the artist is really incredible at creating systems creating something simple out of complex systems. They turn something ordinary into extraordinary. So in a way, they have a sagey energy. They bring information and they make it really creative. So I would wait to see what the artist feels like you tomorrow. Okay, so wait for that before you decide. Can you check Alchemist for me, Crystal? I think I have. I think I've checked definitely for you, the Alchemist. Okay. K, ruler or artist? K, ruler or artist? Why don't I'll tell you the answer to that. What I want you to do is wait till you feel the energy of the artist. Guys, it's really important to feel the energy of the artist and sort of download some of the process of the artist before you make up your mind. I think that's really important rather than me just muscle testing it. Okay, how do I enroll in the course? That's a good question. So there should be a link. Is there a link anywhere? Can we put a link somewhere? What you can do is go to my website, www.jencudmore.com.au, and go to enroll for Unique Success DNA course. You should see the button there. It should be easy to find. Unique Success DNA course. And just put in there that you were on this call today. If you want to get the $200 off, you need to put in that you were on this call today. Okay. From the assessment, so we'll just do a couple more because I want to kind of wrap this up. Lucy, you asked, from the assessment sheet, I recognize equally in 6 archetypes. I did the sheet twice, but the same multiple results. What do I do? So you got 6 in first place. That's insane. No wonder. So this is it'd be really interesting to know what's happening in your business if you've got 6 in first place. You need to watch all 6 and decide which 2 are really pulling you forward. And I can definitely help you with that on the last day if you can't make up your mind. So definitely try and watch all the archetypes. Okay, so chaos, I get Alchemist as my top and second versus ruler versus the artist. I've got as my top and second ruler versus the artist. I'm not going to decide for you on the artist until you come and watch the artist. It's totally better for you to watch the artist, and then you'll know. You need to really, be captain of your own ship and feel the energy of the artist. Okay, Charlene. Sage, yes, Sage is testing good for you. Sage is testing good. Does it feel good for you? If it does, that's definitely the one for you. Okay, so Nicole asked, Jen, in your Unique Success DNA course, is it appropriate to take the course if you have multiple businesses? Absolutely. This course is for entrepreneurs. It's why, I'm an entrepreneur alignment course. Absolutely. Take the course if you have multiple businesses, because you'll be leading all those businesses from your archetypes, from your money archetypes. Wait till we get into the money archetypes. It's really, really juicy stuff, the money archetypes. So you'll be running those businesses from those archetypes, and we'll be doing these inner processes to make sure you're completely online with those businesses. If so, it so resonated with me when you said some people create a job for themselves rather than a career. So if I fit that bill but technically have multiple businesses, is this an area in which I would improve? Absolutely. And guys, I really find that women tend to do this, female entrepreneurs. They've seen, whether they've seen their fathers working really hard or or what it is. You know, men do it too, but women think they have to work in that same way that often men think they have to work in. You know, and this is a message for the men too. A lot of the guys that I'm working with now have really simplified their business and made them a little bit more leverage to give themselves more spaciousness, because the old paradigm's gone where you work really, really hard to prove that your business is really good. That is the old model. And you see women, you know, sort of mirroring this to make themselves look successful, you know, and it's not the case. It's okay if you're looking like you're absolutely working in ease. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there. Lovely, so awesome to have you on here today. And here's the wrap up. So let me just go back. So wrapping up, what makes you so unique? You are so complex but the archetype gives you a simple code, sends you a clear message to your ideal clients. And when you know your archetypes, you know how to help them exactly how they want to be helped. You can clear the blocks, and of course, the next level opportunity, this Unique Success DNA course. Jump on it today. If you've got a feeling you want to do it, you know, you might as well save $200, and I would absolutely love to see you there and do whatever I can to change your life in the next 3 months. So let go and flow, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next few days back at these workshops, and especially trying to make the last one. That would be awesome. We're going to do a big whole workshop on clearing. So thanks so much for taking the time to be here today, and all the best for your whether you're going to evening or into daytime. Take care.